Okay, guys, four more drafts of quarterback hell. 5 minutes left on the clock on this one. Round 14. This has been the theme of everything we've been doing recently. Just kind of, I don't know, was pushing QB way too much, or just landing in drafts where people just love their QBs. Either way, excuse me. Either way, we got Will Levis as our first QB in this build, and um, we just take him, I assume, with our last pick, maybe. Yeah, we took Will Levis with our last pick. We're kind of hoping that McCarthy would come back around because I think we have a, yeah, we had Jefferson in this one. So we're kind of hoping that McCarthy would come around. Not that we had anything else Minnesota wise, just one. We got Levis, which is nice because we set this up a little bit where we had Ridley and then we could have taken someone else, but took Spears just to kind of get two pass catchers here. And we're in 161 here. We're hoping to get Chig on the way back around on one of these rounds to be our second tight end in this team. Maybe we'll take a third one. Maybe not. Probably have to. I think. But we need more QBs right now, definitely. And uh, we don't got much time here. 3 minutes left. But we only have one QB. We need more QBs. Daniel Jones doesn't. He's based on ADP. He's the third QB. I mean, they're all kind of around the same place, basically. But I don't have any Panthers on this one. I have Neighbors who, you know, if Neighbors does good, this team maybe does good. If Neighbors doesn't do good, this team probably doesn't do as well. I mean, I do have Higgins drafted out, so it's always a possibility. But Daniel Jones, I think, is the pick here. If I don't get Daniel Jones, then I'm stuck with a bunch of other stuff that is not too pleasant. In fact, I could see this potentially, at least three QBs, if not four QBs, really, and just see what happens. Obviously, if I get four QBs, then we got to figure out. Actually, I want to get one of the Pittsburgh QBs, if not maybe both of them, to go along with this as well. You see, I actually got them both queued up here. I got Chig queued up as well, so I don't know how we do all that. We probably don't. Oh, we might. QB. No, it's gonna be close. It's gonna be tough. We could potentially do it. We could potentially do it, but we'd be going QB, tight end, QB is what we'd be doing. But I want to take one of the Pittsburgh guys because I did actually double up my running backs in this one as well. That was the theme of last week's episode. Anyways, we need QBs now. If I don't get Jones, I'm kind of in a really bad spot. And there's nothing else that is great. I mean, Thielen's 10 picks before. And so someone could end up with a late round Carolina stack, but it won't be me. And then there's Hubbard also who's here. I had Hubbard queued up because maybe because of the Carolina thing, or because I wasn't sure which running back I was going to end up with. I do have five here, and in fact, I do. Part of me, like based on how late I took my running backs, thought I would need more. But Harris, Warren, Spears, Chase Brown, Charbonnet. I mean, I actually feel really good about that running back room. So we need to build up our QBs, build up our tight ends, and then just figure out what else we're gonna do from there. I got using Tennessee and New York Giants tight end here queued up too. Haven't taken Theo Johnson, but he did have. Um, I think some people are on him during the draft and stuff like that. Now that Waller's gone, maybe he's a good pick. So maybe this is a reason to maybe take him at least in one draft. Okay, we're going Daniel Jones earlier than expected, but we're taking him right in the nick of time. Okay, next draft here, late in it again. QB hell, like I was saying, we got Baker Mayfield. Look how ugly these are. Then I got JJ McCarthy and Justin Fields. I think I had queued up to try to get to do another four QB because I only really have one guaranteed starting QB at the beginning of the season here. Who else is available? Drake May, Minshew, O'Connell. Like, there's no one else guaranteed to start at the beginning of the season at this point in time. One of these two. Well, I guess one of these two are guaranteed, I guess. I mean, not guaranteed. One of them will, but we don't know who. I could see myself maybe again going 4 QBs here and taking Minshew or O'Connell, or I just hope that Mayfield starts off strong until JJ McCarthy gets on the field, and then who knows when Fields gets on the field. This, they're ugly. Really good at the other positions, though. I mean, this one here, I've kind of ignored running back after the first two. I'm really relying on Etienne and Swift here to do their job. And then I just kind of took Benson and Miller at random spots here on this one. Hindsight on this one is I probably should not have passed on Aaron Rodgers to get Kendra Miller, maybe. Go back to the draft here. Yeah, I took Mike Williams right here. And I had above here Garrett Wilson. And I was like, hey, if this was, if this, I was like, okay, if I got both of the top wide receivers for the Jets, then is this one of those situations where maybe he falls all the way back around to me here? He didn't. He got snapped up like 6 picks later, 1, 2, 3, 5 picks later. Just probably stupid on my part. I don't know if I need Miller here. It's just I haven't gotten him a lot, and I do, think he's one of those players that could have a huge role next year. I don't need it though. I mean, like I got ETN again, and I got Swift, and I got Benson. I could have taken Aaron Rodgers here, and then let's say I take the next one. Aaron Rodgers and Mitchell. I like it. It's better for this build. Aaron Rodgers and Gibson, Aaron Rodgers and Vidal, all better. So this was a major mistake here on my part to do. In fact, if I don't draft him, Chandler might fall to me. That'd be even better. Aaron Rodgers and Chandler. See, this was just not a smart pick on my part right here. Lesson learned, I guess. If we see, and this guy didn't even take advantage of it. Rodgers here, and then he didn't end up with any other Packers. Like he let Wicks go by right there. Whoops. Where's Romeo Dobbs? No, I mean, Dobbs. Sorry, that's Jets. That's Packers, not Jets. Uh, that's another Packer right there. I'm getting my QBs mixed up. Uh, where did he didn't get any of the other Jets, either the Jets tight end or Jets wide receiver. So he kind of didn't play. There's Conklin right there. Whoops, didn't get him. And where's the late round wide receiver? I don't see him gone yet. But that was yeah, he's not gonna be gone yet. Maybe he will be. Yeah, he's gone. Okay. So maybe he gets like Lazard or something like that. You don't see Lazard ever go in drafts, but maybe he gets him. So in this draft here, I got 3 quarterbacks now. I got 2 tight ends. I don't need any tight ends. I could use running backs. Um, I don't have Wilson almost at all in any of my drafts. I do have Fields, which is a pretty weak pairing, but it's a pairing, and I don't have any Pittsburgh running back on this one, which I've had on a lot of them. So there's not a lot to go off to say this is the right pick. In fact, if he starts out strong, that probably means that Russell Wilson starts out strong, which means Fields doesn't make the field. So this would be a pick for later on. He's a rookie, which would make sense as well. So my Tampa Bay guy already was taken, and not really much left for Minnesota. Wilson's also well past ADP here. He also is my highest ranked QB and player overall too. So we're just going to take the ADP value right here and let it get back around. When it get back around, do we take another QB? Maybe. Or it's either QB or running back, right? One of the two. Okay. We're taking Wilson just because we can. And then I feel like having a fourth quarterback here, which is kind of crazy, would kind of make sense. Maybe Jacoby Brissett, actually, right? Because Brissett is almost guaranteed to start out the year. In fact, like maybe even start the first 10 weeks of the year. I don't have anyone on New England, but really I just need a body is what I need. I could take Douglas to correlate or Javon Baker to correlate, but I'm not going to do that. Wilson, this is so much, at least right ADP so much better than all these people. Like Wilson shouldn't be falling this far in general, based on ADP. So I think the ADP value outranks any correlation value I get for someone like that. That's not even going to be playing the whole season. But as we were talking through, I mean, I do feel like Jacoby Brissett's the right play on this one. I have Baker Mayfield and Jacoby Brissett to start the season, and then I hopefully McCarthy and Fields to end the season. It's my next pick guaranteed if he's available. Uh, I can't imagine this guy taking him at this time. And what's his ADP? 219. So I'll take him a little bit ahead of ADP. Or I could take a running back. I don't think, I mean, I think I gotta take the QB at this point in time because really QBs is what's going to kill me. I kind of put a bet on these four running backs making it for me, and there's no one here that's going to do otherwise. Maybe if I'll just pick up some guys here and hope for the best. Maybe like this might be like a Sanders team. Take him and hope for the best, or I don't even know what Gainwell. Hope he gets some Shipley if he's still available, right? Like I don't know. Just go down the line for the most part. I don't think there's much that Hill actually would be a good one here, maybe as well. No, I mean actually no. It doesn't matter a whole lot. I could use it. I don't really need late or early. I just need people that can score some. I just need the best players available at running back, really. I don't think I need much more than that. Allen would actually be interesting because I do have on this one again Wilson and Mike Williams, and I don't have any Allen yet at all. Do I take Allen and then hope that Jacoby Brissett falls to me? Let's see. It'll be 2, 3, 3, 3, 2, 3, 3, 3, 2, 3. I think, yeah, I'm gonna take Allen actually on the way back around because if he doesn't take a QB, especially if he doesn't take a QB, if he doesn't take a QB, there's only two more QBs coming off the board probably at this point in time. Who are those two QBs? Probably Drake May, Gardner Minshew, which means Brissett gets to stay, which means I get him on the way back around. So talk yourselves into it. These are our two players. Right there. Wilson, Allen. Do you have any reason to take Bateman or Robinson? I mean, a couple of wide receivers here falling past ADP. I don't think I have any Baltimore players. No. And then Giants. The one time he's available, and I don't want to take him now. Okay. We're going Wilson, then we're going Allen, then we're going Jacoby Brissett as our next pick. And I think that makes sense as far as just best available. falling weight a lot, and I don't have him, and he matches up with a QB, and then my New York Jets stack, and I need some running backs, and then if he falls here, which I think he will, again, this is kind of contingent on this guy here not taking a QB for to have a better chance of working. Okay, we're taking Wilson. Okay, third draft. Do we? Okay, this one only kind of quarterback. Hell, we got Brock Purdy, Deshaun Watson. We did okay. This is the one where we took Watson and Judy at the turn, the last turn, and we drafted them basically around ADP. Reason we did it was because we knew if we didn't take Watson here, we were just setting ourselves up for just the same thing we've been experiencing in the drafts with our QBs. So we're trying to learn from our horrible mistakes here. Not that Watson is the best one, it's just maybe a little less of a mistake. Gives us some flexibility now. I actually have Bryce Young and Mooney queued up here. Pick number 168. Mooney's nice ADP value right there. We also have Pearsall right there, and I got Purdy past ADP also. And I think it's not much past ADP, but past ADP. And I got, I think Mooney. Pearsall's the more exciting pick just because I have the San Francisco. I got Ayuk, McCaffrey, Purdy. Pearsall's also the exciting one because if a 49er gets traded, then he becomes a better option at that point in time. Um, let's see here. Do I have any Darnell Mooney? I haven't drafted Darnell Mooney at all, if I'm not mistaken. And then I got, actually, maybe a little further down. I don't got him at all. To take Braylon Allen once, it looks like. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong sheet. That would explain some of it. Let's see here. Darnell Mooney, Pearsall. There's Pearsall. 169 is where I'm taking him. And he's 168, 169 here. Mooney, Darnell Mooney. I got him one time. Pick 154. I feel like Mooney's just the better play here because I mean, he could do something. He had one really, really good year in Chicago. They kind of recruited him to Atlanta. Atlanta's got a quarterback that they're supposed to be passing with now. Pearsall's not really an option for them at this point in time. He was I guess maybe like a luxury pick as far as them taking them in the draft because they got two wide receivers. They got receiving running back. They also have a, a tight end that is looking for targets. So Pearsall's not supposed to be getting many targets if things stay status quo unless a 49er leaves. This again is another 3 quarterback build. I'm not going 4 on this one, thank God. And I did take Johnson here, and that's going to help me out, I think, in that I can take Bryce Young. Here's the problem with Mooney. He's a week 12 bye. Let's see what we got going on there. We have only 2. Okay, I saw a bunch of them right there. Only 1 receiver, week 12. That's all. Okay. I think we're taking Mooney here just because of the difference is so significant that it makes sense from that perspective, I think. Could be wrong, but I think he's got some things going for him. We're gonna go Mooney and Bryce Young with these two picks here. Correlate one and just get the better value on the other one. After that, I still need a tight end. Still, maybe two tight ends. I do have Andrews, so one or two tight ends. And then I need to build out my running backs too. Do I take a running? I don't think I take a running back right here. Mitchell would be intriguing, but I already got McCaffrey. I got that bet made. I'm not going to take the backup for that team. Foreman, he's not a pass catcher really, but I do have Judy, so I think Foreman's definitely in play. And Hubbard's already gone, but Miles Sanders is down here. Maybe with one of my last picks, I take Miles Sanders, so I don't think I've taken it all. I'll take him, I think, in this build. As I just build out some stuff at the end later on. Okay, we're doing those two. Darnell Mooney and Bryce Young. Okay. Oh no, we got one more. That was the third one. Last one. Oh, this is an easy one. Plenty of time to spare right now, but we'll make our pick now. Pick 188 and Chig goes at 188 right now, so right on the dot as far as that goes. Don't I feel stupid taking Johnson in a draft earlier? He fell and I took him, and it was dumb. He's fallen further with that foot injury that he's got. That was just a stupid play here. He is the second best, actually, probably first best because he's fallen even more. So he's the best available tight end here. He matches up with my Will Levis pick right here. I got Pearsall on this one to go with. No Purdy, but I do have Ayuk and Kittle in this one also. Ayuk as well, and then Kittle too in this one. So I do have a decent amount of 49ers in this one. I think I got Pearsall well past ADP because I told him my last pick. 176, I guess, or so. At 176, that's even further than this one, right? Yeah, this one's only 170, so he fell further. And so I had to take him, kind of. Didn't have to, but I had to. In this one here, we're going to, Chig is the right pick on this one. Based on ADP, he's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the sixth best player. He's not come back around to me, most likely. Two tight ends. He could. He's got Kincaid and Likely. Okay, he could be taking a third tight end. He's got Ingram and Otten. I don't think he's taking a third tight. I mean, he could. I don't think he is. If I did take him, I'd take Fields, I think. Wait, how many? Because I only have two QBs in this one, and one of them is Will Levis. I think we have another 3 QB build potentially. We got Stroud, so I mean, we don't have to have it, but there's a chance Fields comes back. This guy's got Jackson and Tua. He should only be taking 2. So I think there's a better chance Fields comes back than Chig comes back. We got Warren, Singletary, Corum, Miller, Gibson. A bunch of crap running backs. Really good wide receiver room. Chase, Collins, Ayuk, Tank Dell, Brown, McConkey. Makes me think if we should have taken that McConkey pick here or not. Let's see. What could we have gotten instead of McConkey here? We could have gone like Javante. We could have gotten our next running back. And then we don't take, Javante Gibson here. Not that there's much left. We got Singletary on the way back around, which was a nice, which I like there for the most part too. I don't think it's a bad pick. It then let us just kind of skip all the way down to here, and I didn't really need to take him. He just fell so far that I took him. Yeah, well, I'll have to maybe think more about that. I don't think it was a bad pick. I guess always taking another wide receiver is probably not a bad thing. We're at 7, and I feel good. Like we don't need another one at all if we don't want to take another one. Um, even at running back, I mean, I don't feel good about it, but I feel okay about it. We got 2 players are going to start, or 2 players are going to play a lot, and then some high upsides, and then hopefully some consistent play right there with Gibson. I feel like we were on the clock with this one at one point in time, and we were trying to figure out which running back. I feel fine with that. It could have been any of them. Okay, we're taking the player that makes the most sense just because we've been setting this up with Levis here in this one. We'll take Chig, and then we'll probably take Burks at the very end of this one. Also, I probably mentioned that in the past. We'll probably take Burks as like an 8th wide receiver and just to fill out a roster and get some correlation and some huge upside if he stays with Tennessee and something happens. We're going Chig though. Boom. 4 drafts in the books. Getting through quarterback hell in these drafts. Let me know what you think. Peace.